Hey guys, my name's Craig, welcome to Pagan Outdoors. Now this is going to be one on as a nod to Liam from Primal Nomad. He's Forage for Freedom. Now I'll insert some clips probably during or after this of me going around doing some of the stuff I found fungi, sort of going around having a look for, and what else I've found. So, but the main sort of gist of this video is about mental health, so I thought I'd do my little bit. Now we're out on the weekend camp with the Bushcraft, Knots and Derby Bushcraft group. So, lovely day today, so I think it's going to come down tomorrow with the weather, but we'll take the good weather today. So, mental health, such a big issue and something that deservedly is sort of getting a lot of press to try and get people to talk about it and such. Now, I have a lot of experience with mental health issues, especially after working sort of outdoors all my life and then becoming disabled after a rather invasive short spell of meningitis. So, but yeah, it's one of them things. If you don't talk about it, it creeps up on you and it really does a number on you. Like I, sort of 10 years down the line, I should know better, but I still don't really talk about it too much, and it affects me most of the time, to be fair. And if I'm out here in nature and stuff, then it lessens sort of the impact of how bad I get. So, but even still, it's one of the things that excuse me moving around, I'm just trying to find a spot where it stops going light and dark. But yeah, it's one of them things that certainly I think it affects more people than people realise. I think some people are affected by it and they don't even realise they're getting affected by it. So, I mean, I've helped friends in the past that I've sort of spotted the signs and tried to sort of get them out in nature and try and get them to talk about, do all the things that you should sort of try and do, where I'm sort of my worst enemy in that I don't tend to talk about it. I mean, with these sort of the forest bathing, Shinrin-yoku sort of side of it, and then the mindfulness stuff and everything else, I mean, that all helps. So, but with sometimes, even with all them sort of tools and medication, it still sort of gets to the point where you get sort of to the end, you tether type of thing. So, and you just have to, yeah, you sort of try and battle through it. I mean, it's not, that's sort of me personally trying to, you find a way to get through the dark times. Yeah, I mean, there is help from GPs. They sort of tend to pass you on to the private healthcare, mental health care providers, and you go on to different things there, and there is some charities that do some cracking work. I mean, Samaritans has proved a lifesaver a couple of times for me, I think, over the years. If you're lucky enough to have like a mind group in your area, then sort of try and access that. They tend to be quite good. We don't really have one around here. We had one and then they lacked funding and went, so bit on our own around this end. But if you've got some good friends, then sort of try and rally around them. I mean, to be fair, especially after I fell ill physically as well as mentally, you soon see who your mates are, because a lot of people just don't know how to deal with it and they just drop off, and you end up, you soon know who your core mates are after that type of thing. So it's sad that it takes an event like that and it's sad that people disappear as soon as you sort of need them, but and that's life nowadays, I think. But being outdoors is generally the main thing that keeps me here, and sort of my kids. But certainly being outside is true. I wouldn't say tonic, but it certainly lifts you enough to sort of get you going and make you want to sort of carry on and stuff. It's certainly without all being able to access the woods and such like, then I definitely wouldn't be here now, that's for certain. So nature has saved me and continues to save me, and especially if I can spend time out in nature with my kids as well. It's definitely one that continues to keep me going, inspire me to move forward. So, and I know a lot of people getting out in nature when they can between work and stuff helps immensely with their mental and physical health. So especially if you're in like an office environment sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's definitely, if you can and if you're able to, try and speak to a friend, or I know it can be difficult, especially with family members. I know it feels, I know it's awkward because being there, and I find it difficult with family members and friends, to be fair, because you feel like you don't want to burden them with your problems. But I mean, if you feel that way, sometimes it's better to talk to a stranger than it is to a close friend or family member. I used to find it easier to speak to my CPN, which is, what is that, community practice, community psychiatric nurse, and I always found it easier talking to him as a person, as a stranger, than it was anyone else. So everyone's different, everyone can do things in different ways, but there is a lot of help out there. So if everything, especially at the moment, everything's sort of getting you down, try and nip it in the bud before it gets really serious, and perhaps you may not be able to come back from the edge. I mean, I'm always here if someone wants to message me or for a chat or anything. I'm always sort of there. If I can help, I will. But I just thought I'd do this little video and just do my sort of 2 penny worth for the Forage for Freedom that Liam started. And then you've also got these sort of Cherish Your Brew, Cherish Your Steak from, or was it Hayes or Cherish Your Steak? I can't remember who done Cherish Your Brew. Then you've got so I can't remember the lady's name who's done the Cherish Your Baps one as well. I think that one's about cancer. I may be wrong. So, but yeah, there's always some sort of help out there. And if you sort of really don't want to go to the doctors or talk to your friends or your family, then perhaps phoning a mental health charity and speaking to a stranger sometimes is surprisingly helpful and can take a load off your mind enough to be able to see you through the next week until perhaps you need some other help. That, and for me and for others that I know, getting out in nature is one of the best. It's not a cure by any means, but it certainly kept me alive these last few years. So, as I say, if anyone wants to message me, they can do. I'm on Instagram as well as YouTube, so you're more than welcome to. So, a bit of a different video from normal, so I hope it's not too glum. So, but I shall speak to you on the next video. So, love and light, and I'll catch you on the next one. So, catch you later, guys.